Remember when La Roche said, if it's a no, let it be a no forever? I don't know why, but that's the word that's simmering in my spirit this morning. Because I was just asking myself, why is it such a struggle for me to follow up with people or organizations that have rejected me in the past? They're amazing people doing amazing work, but I don't want to. Which led me down an even deeper rabbit hole, thinking about how I only share my dreams and ideas with my ecosystem, which is a very small group of disciples. And so, if I trusted you with an idea or a dream that I have and you rejected it, you will never hear of that thing ever again. It will blow up, it will become a success, or maybe I tried or maybe I didn't. You will have no idea. Actually, I'll never share any of my other ideas with you ever again. I'm also thinking about that tweet that's like, allow people to sit in their decisions and perpetuity. Yes, yummy. Because carrying on and standing on business is the best form of lick back. Don't let nobody play in your face. Today is Monday, January 13th, and I am returning into business girl, entrepreneur, creative, doing things mindset, and I'm struggling. I am struggling real bad. I took a 31-day hiatus over the holidays. I do this every year. Every year, I like to take the time off to be present with my family, to reflect, to set goals, to just like take care of myself because I don't sleep the other 300 and whatever days of the year. So it's a struggle to step away from work, and it's also a struggle to get back into work because I just admire that slowness of that season and just being able to be present and really take care of myself. And so that's what I'm struggling with right now. I really thought that by January 13th, I would just be up and at it, meetings at 5 a.m., super productive morning, exercising and running around and like really meeting with the team and getting back into the swing of things. Girl, it is 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm in bed making TikToks. So that's how that's going. It's so funny because I wasn't allowed to do any work over the hiatus, right? But I expected that January 13th, today, I'm back into the world and showing up socially, and everything was going to be ready. My flyer for the next event was going to be ready, speakers, everything lined up, and I was just going to like jump right into it, and I'm going to be able to announce and just like, girl, how you thought this work was going to be done if you weren't allowed to work for 31 days? and so and so I think that's what's like settling into my spirit right now. I'm leaving like, breathe, girl. I'm gonna take the pressure off of what I thought today was supposed to be, and I'm literally gonna go step by step. Like, let's actually start with a brain dump. Let's start with other things because I am very overwhelmed, and if I'm overwhelmed, I'm not getting anything done. That's just the truth of the matter, right? Because overwhelm leads into distractions and procrastination and a little bit of avoidance, and next thing you know, I have executive dysfunction and nothing gets done. And we cannot be in the nothing gets done arena at all. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna ease my way back into it. It was like thinking to myself, you're getting back into the groove of things after not doing stuff for 31 days. It's okay if today's a life admin day where I just get the essentials done and I just like familiarize myself with the things that I want to do. So yeah, I'm experiencing a lot of overwhelm, but it's not something that a quick brain dump won't fix. So let's get the day started. Let's get into it. I'm very excited for this year, for this quarter, for this month. So yeah, let's get into it. We're back. We're back.
Chapter 11. Intentional Imbalance. One challenge most of us face is balancing our time and energy between work and family, community service and recreation, exercise and relaxation, personal passions and obligations. Too much time and effort spent in a single area can create burnout and a lack of fulfillment overall. You can start to feel as if one area of your life is draining your energy, stealing your joy, and subverting your real purpose in life. It's no wonder that so many people are seeking ways to regain balance in their lives. The challenge of work-life balance is, without question, one of the most significant struggles faced by modern man. Stephen Covey.
This exercise is designed to declutter your mind. By the end of this, you'll feel like a weight has lifted off your shoulders. You will feel more at ease. You will feel like your mind has been fully decluttered.
Let me tell you how this day is out to get me. Because why is my brain not working properly? I am struggling. I'm trying to fight off executive dysfunction, but this girl is coming for me. The brain dump was very, very useful, but it was kind of like a general life brain dump. If you ever feel overwhelmed and you're like, there are a million things in my mind, I don't know where to start, you need to do this activity. Like whenever I feel it, I always know that that is the one thing that I can do that will make me feel 1,000% better. She asked questions like, what's on your mind right now? Who do you need to respond to? Who are you waiting for something from? Who do you need to get back to? What events do you have coming up? What do you need to do around the house? What are issues you need to fix? Like you deep dive, and you will literally be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had all these things in my head. So the brain up was very helpful to just like get a general feel of like, what do I want to do in the studio this month, just like sort of life admin things that I would like to get done. But now I need to concentrate my energy on what's essential, artist incubator stuff, because as I said, I'm supposed to announce tomorrow. Okay, so I've been crinkling up papers and we've come up with a clean chart for me to do today. Like, what do I need to get done today, right? We know that the most essential thing is literally get the flyer out. So when I think about what that process looks like, right, I need the announcement flyer. Wait, no, where do I start? Should I work my way back or do I work my way forward? Do I start with the flyer or do I end with the flyer? We work our way back. So what I'm going to start with now, to get my brain juices flowing, it helps to just get started on the flyer. So I'm gonna get started on the flyer. I have the date, I have the time, I have the location, I have the speaker. I'm gonna put all that information together and then I'm gonna select a photo from her. I am her media producer, so I can easily go into our library and pick a photo for her and then ask her if she wants to switch it out. And then I'm gonna design all the things. Like I think, especially when I'm trying to get myself out of a slump, doing some design work is a slow and easy way to like get back into it. I don't want to jump right back into writing. I haven't written a word on paper in the last 31 days. So starting off with the design is gonna actually like really help me be like, oh shoot, yeah, we have things to look forward to, and then get the juices flowing. So I'm gonna draft the flyer, put her photo on there, draft some graphics for the carousel posts, and then I'm gonna send that flyer off to her to review. As she's reviewing it, I'm putting the copy together, or actually I'm gonna do it all together. I don't like when it's disorganized, especially if you're asking somebody to do something for you, come ready to go. So actually I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna put everything on my Notion board and be like, hey, this is the file that we put together, this is the copy, this is what we're gonna be talking about, how do you feel? She can review it on her own time and then we can chat this week to really finalize that. So that's fine. So that's a design portion. And then so there's a design portion and there's a copy portion. The copy portion, I need to write up the session info and description. Why is this session important? Why should someone attend? And then kind of like break down what is it actually gonna look like. This session is different from the past. The other ones have been workshop style. This one is AMA style, where we're just gonna be like asking her questions. She's recently published a book and this talk is around one of the chapters of her book, and let's just chat. People ask questions, keep it short and sweet, and then we have like a social hour, and then we gotta get it on out of there. So in terms of copy, again, putting together the description, a short form, a long form, because you just need options. The long form is for my website, the short form is for Instagram, and also for Eventbrite / whatever we're gonna end up using, which I also need to figure out. I need to weigh the options with my experience coordinator, because we're thinking about transitioning to a different registration place. And then I need to do a breakdown of what to expect. So I'm gonna be sharing the announcement flyer on Instagram. It's gonna go on my website and it's gonna go to our newsletter, right? And then I'm gonna do like a what to expect for the people who register. So like really breaking down like this is what you can expect on the day of. So I'm gonna do that. It's when I'm thinking about it, it's like a million things that need to get done. Still, there are a million things that need to get done, but like where can we at least start? Design the flyer, write the copy. Design the flyer, write the copy. I can do that. That's more manageable. So I'm gonna like really hone in for the next 3 hours. I guess I feel like I'm like I'm basically 40 minutes in, but I have two-ish hours to really hone in on this. I'm actually gonna set timers because I can focus on this forever. I can really zone out. So I'm gonna give myself time, so I can really write up the copy, design the flyer, get all that together so I can get it to her, take her time to review it, and then tomorrow morning we should be good to announce. I also wanted to share that I have a Notion board that's so helpful that I was able to put together since session 1, literally breaking down what are all the things that need to get done. I ain't gonna show you because it's my system. Hello. But basically, I broke down all of the to-dos. The to-dos are the same for all of the things, right? The events are in the same format. So I have my prep and promotion category. Within that, I have find a speaker, secure sponsors, prepare workshop materials, get the registration link together, stuff like that, right? It's in preparation and to promote the thing that's coming up, right? And then there's like logistics in terms of what is happening like the day of the experience. In terms of logistics, I need to book a venue. Where are we hosting it? You know, are we gonna what are we doing for arrangements? What are we doing for the activator portion of the session? Feedback loop, like what is that ready to go? Or do you have system for that? So that's the logistics portion, the actual day of in-person situation. And then I have day of coordination, which is like what are some things that need to be done on the day of, like feedback surveys. Nothing needs to be done, it's just kind of like whatever, the flow of events. But what's most important is like getting people to do surveys and testimonials. I need to like make a note of that because we've been slacking on testimonials, and being that this is our last event, we need testimonials. Okay. And then there's post. So post, after the event is over, it was amazing, it was great, everybody came out, it was an amazing time. What happens afterwards? So it's like emailing the recap, sharing our recordings on Patreon, sharing an event recap, all the places, you know, like really blowing it out. So if you're hosting events, that could be a solid model for you to think about. So prep and promotion is a category. So if you're prepping events, that could be a solid model for you in terms of organizing your tasks, because I need buckets for things and timelines. So start off with prep and promo. When all of that is done, you move into logistics. When all that is done, you move into day of coordination, and then post, right? And the beautiful thing about it is that the work that it takes to do prep and promo stuff, once it's done and you make sure you get your stuff out there, you can do the rest in the background. So while people are registering for the event, like you're doing 2 weeks out, maybe 3 weeks out, a month out, you're posting the flyer. While that's out and people are signing up for it, then you can focus on the other parts of logistics. Does that make sense? I know it makes sense because it works. This is our 4th edition, and I'm excited. So I'm feeling good. I'm not gonna push myself too much because I'm struggling right now. But I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna get 2 hours in of designing and copy, design and write up the copy, Lynn. That's it. Tomorrow's problems can be forwarded to tomorrow. I'm trying my best, okay? It's so funny. I set my timer for 2 hours because I had already eaten it to an hour. So I was like, you only have 2 hours left, but I ended up taking an extra 3 hours. But I'm done. I designed the announcement graphic. I always like to have an extra slide that's like more info about the person, because people don't really like to read long captions, so you have to keep it short and sweet. And then so the design is done, and I just have to send it to her to approve, and my copy is done. Do you see how productive we can be when we just open up our brain space? So with the help of Nola, my wonderful ChatGPT assistant, I have the actual session overview that's like fully written out in amazing English, and then I have a short description for Eventbrite, and then I have the Instagram caption, and then I just like spruced it up with like my own vibe in my own language. But session 4 is ready to go. So I'm gonna upload all of this information. What I do is I upload all of them. So what I do is I upload all of them nicely and beautifully in our dedicated Notion workspace, and I can share it with our speakers so they can see this is the working file, this is the working description, this is kind of like the vibe, and then they can review it on their own. So I'm gonna get all that to her, but I'm ready to go. Listen, it's 3:40 something. I don't want to work on this anymore, but yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna upload it, see what she thinks, and then I can pick up on it later. I have meetings, I have other things. It's just back to back. I'll come back later. Yeah, it's a lot, y'all. I just need to take a break because I have a million things going on. So I'm gonna take a solid mental health break because 3 hours, 4 hours straight of work, it does things to the brain. But yeah, this is a solid start. I'm gonna take a break to do other things. Now I'm gonna work on my buffer block because I have people to email, messages to respond to. Chat, I am behind. So I'm gonna give myself a short break, eat something, do that buffer block, and then I'll come back for like another hour or 2 hour long session, which is gonna help with setting up the Eventbrite and finalizing the details with her while she's reviewing it. So feeling good. Feeling really, really good. We did something today, okay? The goal was to post today. That was low-key unrealistic. Again, if I send it to her and she approves, I'll post it tonight. I don't care. One thing about me, I'm gonna post it anytime I want. But if she doesn't approve, then I'll just get it up first thing in the morning around like 6, 7 a.m. so people can start registering. And actually, that gives me more time because I don't even have an Eventbrite. I don't even know what I'm hosting it on. So I'm not gonna rush myself. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. But I'm proud of myself. We did a thing today. All right.